Hello everyone, myself Dr. R. Bharanidharan. I am working as an assistant professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department in Vinayaga Mission's Kripananda Warrior Engineering College. Today I am going to explain you about the Internet of Things. So what is Internet of Things and what are the purpose of Internet of Things? How we are handling the Internet of Things in current generation? What is the development we are focusing on the Internet of Things, and then by using the Internet of Things, what are the human resource has been saved? In the first point, I am going to start from the history, Industrial Revolution. The world did not become what it is today in a single step. It is also has to progress in stages. One of the measures of this is what we define as the Industrial Revolutions, that is IoT. Now to understand what the fourth industrial revolution is, we must first try and understand what the previous revolutions brought to the world. In brief, the first industrial revolution was characterized by the invention of mechanisms using the power of water and the power of steam to drive machines. A steam engine is an excellent example of the technology present during that time. The second industrial revolution brought the mass productions because of assembly lines, electricity and related technologies. The third industrial revolution brought critical like computers and their automations. Now these are all in the past. The current development of what experts call the fourth industrial development in regarding the cyber physical systems are often defined as the Internet of Things or Internet of Systems. Let us look at in this perspective. The third industrial revolution was all about the information technology and their processes and communications, which means that is focused on machine to human and human to machine type of connection. Now, latest Internet of Things technology trends is centered upon what developers call the machine to machine contact. This is particularly useful in real-time systems that most industries rely on these days to get a lot of crucial work done. Now, the fourth industrial revolution focuses itself how to make the modes of communication between these computers and devices better so that it can be used to do things that humans cannot use to do things that humans do not want to. Here are some important facts about IoTs. It is there for a long time. Yes, IoT technology exists since the late 70s and have been used by us regularly on ATMs or the perfect classical example of IoT. IoT is the future of many businesses as technology trend is rising more number of companies. And then the emerging out with the estimate that are going to be around 75 billions of devices by the end of 2021. IoT is making security complex as number of devices, channels and connections are rising, making security more complex and privacy are vulnerable. Now markets are emerging, new market field like smart home, smart wearables, smart and automated driving are emerging in all the sectors. Uber is taking the lead in the process of self-driving cars development. And what is IoTs? IoT systems of interrelated computing devices, mechanical and digital machines, objects, animals or people that are provided with a unique identifiers and ability to transfer data over network without requiring human to communicate human to human or human to computer interaction. A thing in the Internet of Things can be person with a heart monitor and implant, a farm animal with a biochip transponder, an automobile that has built-in sensors to alert the driver when the tire pressure is low, or any other natural or man-made objects that can be assigned an internet protocol address and is able to transfer data over a network. Increasingly, organizations in a variety of industries are using IoT to operate more efficiently, better understand customers to deliver enhanced customer service, improve decisions making and increase the value of the business. How does IoT works? An IoT consists of web-enabled smart devices, that is embedded systems such as processors, sensors and communications, hardware to collect, send and act data they acquire more their environments. IoT devices share the sensor data they collect by connecting an IoT gateway or other edge device, where data is either sent to the cloud to be analyzed or analyzed locally. Sometimes these devices communicate with other related devices and act on the information they get from another sources. The devices do most of the work without human intervention, although people can interact with the devices, for instance to set them up, give them instructions or access the data. So the Internet of Things helps people to live and work smarter, as well as gain complete control over their lives with the accuracy level. In addition to offering smart devices to automate homes, IoT is essential to businesses. IoT provides business with a real-time look into how their systems can really work, delivering insights into everything from the performance of machines to supply chain and logistics operations. IoT enables companies to automate process and reduce labor costs. It also cuts down on waste and improves service delivery, making it less expensive to manufacture and delivery goods, as well as offering transparency into the customer transactions. As such, IoT is one of the most important technologies of everyday life, and it will be continued to pick up steam as more business realize the potential of connected devices to keep them competitive. Yes, there are several emerging IoT standards, including the following IPs also. We have the IP version 6 over low power wireless personal area networks is an open standard defined by the Internet Engineering Task Force. Then 6 low PAN standard enables any low power radio to communicate to the internet, including 804 15.4 Bluetooth low energy and then Z-Wave for home automations. Zigbee is a low power data rate wireless network used mainly in industrial settings. Zigbee is based on the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Zigbee is Alliance created the universal language for IoT that enables smart objects to network securely on any network and understand each other. LightOS is a Unix-like operating system OS for wireless sensor networks. LightOS supports for the IoT devices such as smartphones, wearable, intelligent manufacturing applications, smart homes, and the Internet of Vehicles. The OS also serves as a smart device. The machine-to-machine service layer that can be embedded in software and hardware to connect devices, the global standardization of a body which has been created to develop reusable standards to enable IoT applications across different verticals to communicate. Data distribution services was developed by the Object Magnapant and then IoT standard for real time. Yes, it is a scalable and high performance when it is come for the communication development. Advanced message, maybe a protocol, is an open source published with the efficient waste management in smart cities supported by the sensing as a services. That is an IoT for waste management, which has been enables encrypted and decrypted interoperable messaging between the devices or organization and then applications. The protocol used in client server messaging and in IoT device management, which has been constrained application protocol, is a base protocol for designed for the specifies how low power computational devices can be operate in the Internet of Things. Low range wide area network is a protocol for designed to support huge networks such as smart cities with millions of low power devices. IoT business opportunities. So, one is the voice power technologies. With the growing popularity of IoT devices, the interaction of businesses with customers is also changing. Take of instance Siri, Alexa or Cortana, who are advanced voice technologies to perform countless searches as the customer requirement or orders. This one area of IoT is going to expand giant in the future. So that technology saves businesses in a role grab this opportunity. This voice technology is also going to end the role of customer representatives and virtual assistants. These automated voice technologies can be used to improve customer service, create a high end-to-end experience and give more efficiency. Retail data tracking and analysis. Recent technological advancements have opened the door to IoT. Your smartwatch or a smart speaker and a digital thermostat all are connected, and the data they acquire can be used to improve your business, because these devices, they can be easily be leveraged to provide data from the world of retail. The tracking of a customer behavior within a brick and the mortar establishment can be a valuable business, and then data can be received from the register or a store cameras or and then the mobile customers applications, the mobile apps, and then integrated to the form of solutions for customer services. For example, if the data indicates peak levels in customer activity at certain time of the day of week, you can use this information to optimize your staffing needs or prepare your inventory accordingly. What about the security or a cyber security? Everything is as an endpoint that is connected to the internet is exposed to increased risk and vulnerability. There are many new cyber companies emerging, and they all claim to protect you and your business in the best way. Choosing the right cyber firm like an emerging or merging houses with someone, so finding that provider within all this emerging new business will be key for any businesses. Of course, the industries such as insurance or adjacent, more and more business look into secure their cyber exposure, which comes at a cost. Coverage is very quickly increasing and becoming more selective. These industries that we all see grow in the near future. And then the patient health monitoring devices. Patient monitoring is a healthcare will emerge. The ability to monitor a patient without them having to come into the office or a hospital will surely cut down the overall cost and improve quality of care, since in most cases it can be done in real time. This is already being done to the certain extent, but you will likely to an expansion of it considering its potential. Virtual medical care. The use of the IoT in the healthcare sector is worth mentioning because of medical services are using it offer medical care at a distance. So now it's possible to perform operations or monitor the health condition of patients from remote places or remote location, even when the doctor isn't present physically with the patient. In a way, the use of IoT in medical services has revolutionized the way the healthcare system works. And then what are the advantages we have in the IoT? So what are the benefits of IoT to organizations? The Internet of Things offers several benefits to organizations. Some benefits are industry specific and some are applicable across multiple industries. Some of the common benefits of IoT enables monitor their overall business processes, improve the customer experience, save time and money, enhance employee productivity, integrate and adopt business models, make better business. And then the decision of the making a better business generate more revenue. IoT encourages companies to rethink the way they approach their business and gives them to tools to improve their business, like business strategies also. Generally, IoT is most abundant in manufacturing, transportation and utility organizations making use of sensors and other IoT devices. However, it has also found use cases for organizations within the agriculture, infrastructure and home automation industries, leading some organizations toward a digital transformation. All the IoT devices can benefit farmers in agriculture by making their job easier, because the sensor can collect data on rainfall, humidity, temperature and soil content as well as other factors that would be help automate farming technologies or techniques, anything. The ability to monitor operations surrounding infrastructure is also a factor that IoT can help with. Sensors, for example, could be used to monitor events or changes within structural buildings, bridges and other infrastructures. This brings benefits with it such as cost saving, saved time, quality of life, workflow changes and paperless workflows. A home automation business can utilize IoT to monitor and manipulate mechanical and electrical systems in buildings. On a broader scale, small cities can help citizens to reduce waste and energy consumptions. IoT touches every industry, including businesses within healthcare, finance, retail and manufacturing. So what are the pros and cons of the IoT? We have seen the advantages. So we have some more advantages in the IoT area. To ability to access information anywhere at any time or on any devices. Improved communication between connected electronic devices, transferring a data packets over a connected network, saving time and money. What about the accuracy level? You are having the most accuracy level. And automating tasks help to improve the quality of businesses, services, and reducing the needs for human intervention. We have some disadvantage in this level of IoT devices. Yeah, as a number of devices connected increases and more information is shared between the devices, the potential that a hacker could steal confidential information from, and then also increases the enterprises may eventually have to deal with massive numbers, maybe even millions of IoT devices, and collecting and managing the data from all those devices. It has been a challenging task in a security way. If there is a bug in the system, it is likely that every connected devices will become corrupted. Since there is no international standard of compatibility for IoT devices, it is difficult for devices from different manufacturers to communicate with each other. Securing IoT devices is a major role, and IoT security, which has been a compliance of IT industry and business leaders and business environment, must embrace the consideration of security and compliance in any IoT deployment. IoT devices present the same basic security found in any networked computer. The problem with IoT is volume. Yeah, some IoT devices might overlook a full complement of security features or implement weak security standards, such as no difficult password or default password should be there. There can be tens or even hundreds of thousands of IoT devices involved in an IoT deployment, each posing the same potential weakness. IT admins must employ tools capable of discovering, configuring, and monitoring all IoT devices in the deployment. Every IoT devices must be configured to enable and use the strongest possible security features. IoT security features can pose problems for business because of weak default security is multiplied by countless of devices that all rely on human monitoring and management efforts. The attack of the surface can be infinity. Thus, IoT security comes down to three principal issues: design, selecting IoT devices with the strongest available security features, and then process, implementing tools, policies, and practices that successfully discover and properly configure every IoT devices, including device firmware upgrades when available, updates, all the updates and deletions, using tools to monitor and enforce IoT devices configuration along with security tools suited for detecting intrusion and malwares in IoT devices. Still, IoT devices are plagued by the range of potentially devastating attacks that include botnet attacks, weak DNS system that can allow the introduction of malwares, ransomware, the potential attack vectors caused by the unauthorized and unsecured devices on the network, and even the threat of the physical security. Security risks carry corresponding risks to an organization's complaint posters. When patent data is stolen from the medical IoT infrastructure, or business can't manufacture products because hackers have infected the IoT infrastructure with ransomware. Such events create potential compliance headaches for business leaders and then regulators, and then including the employees also. Any discussion of IoT security must include a careful evaluation of compliances. Security. The data produced by the Internet of Things can be sensitive and confidential parsing such data across open networks can expose devices and data snooping, theft, and hacking. Organizations planning an IoT project must consider the best ways to secure the IoT devices and data in flight and the rest. Encryption is a common approach for IoT data security. Additionally, we can secure the devices and prevent hacking and malicious change to device configurations. Security involves various software tools and traditional security ways such as firewalls and then intrusion detection and then prevention systems we have already inbuilt in our systems. So what is the conclusion we have? IoT in business is a philosophical concept rather than a specific scientific term with a clear framework. However, it linked together a lot of digital disciplines that had only been helpful for us individually. Artificial intelligence, cloud services, high-speed internet, edge computing, and increased productivity of mobile devices all together have given a new breath to a variety of business industries. Customer service has become more personalized, financial transactions have become easier. Medical and professional areas have become more and more inclusive. So, do not surprised that IoT is also a social culture phenomenon and is already shaping our environment. During this period, for those who plan to launch a startup as well as for those who run a business, it is important to recognize the prospects of IoT ideas. So these are the concepts I have like to convey to you people. Thank you very much for watching this e-content video. Thank you.